Unit 7, Day 4, Table of Values and Graphing. So example 1, a salesman is paid $600 per week plus 10% commission on all his sales. Determine an equation that models this situation. So I've set up my let statements, determining my variables. So let X be the total from sales and let Y be the total amount that he is paid. So now we can set up our formula. So the total he is paid, Y, is equal to 10% of all his sales, so 0.1 times X, plus that standard $600 a week. So that is our formula or equation that models the situation. Part B, create a table of values of his pay for sales from $0 to $5,000. So I've set up a table of values here that we will have to fill in. So as you can see in the X column, I have the sales from $0 to $5,000. Now we just need to figure out how much he's paid for those sales. So we'll use our formula. If we were to plug in 0 for the number of sales, he would be paid just $600. Now we'll do the same for each of the values. So 0.1 times $1,000 worth of sales, he's going to get $700. 0.1, so if $2,000 of sales are made, he gets $800. And I'll now fill out the rest of the chart for you guys. So here's the completed table of values showing how much he would make according to each of the sales that he made. So for part C, we were asked to graph the relationship. So I decided to call it salesperson pay versus total sales. I want you guys to note that I have put my sales on the x-axis, and I've also put the pay on the y-axis. So our independent and dependent variables are in the right spot. And then it was simply a matter of plotting 0 and 600, followed by 1,000 and 700 here, 2,000 and 800, which is right here, and so on for the rest of the chart. And you can see that it's a linear relationship, they all form a line. So part D says calculate the slope using the table of values. So we need to figure out, remember our slope is delta y over delta x. So from this chart, we need to figure out what our delta y and our delta x's are. So let's create a new column. So our difference in y's, we need to calculate those first. So we'll do 700 minus 600 is equal to 100. 800 minus 700 is also equal to 100, and we'll do this for the rest of the first differences. So now we can conclude that our delta y is equal to 100. So now we need to do the same for the x's. So the difference in x's is 1,000 minus 0, which equals 1,000. And we'll do that for each of the x values. And you'll actually realize that all of the x's will be 1,000 as their answer. Because 5,000 minus 4,000 is 1,000. 4,000 minus 3,000 is also 1,000. So therefore, our delta x is equal to 1,000. We can now calculate our slope using our table of values as follows. So slope is equal to delta y over delta x. And we found our delta y to be 100. And we found our delta x to be 1,000. So our slope is equal to 0.1. So our final part of this question is part E. If the salesperson had a weekly pay of $1,200, how many sales were done that week? So let's write out our formula. We know is y equals 0.1x plus 600. So their weekly pay was $1,200, so we can plug that in for y. And they're asking us to find our value of x, because x represents how many sales were done that week. So we just need to isolate for x. So first, let's subtract 600 from both sides. These will cancel out, and we're left with 600 is equal to 0.1x. Next thing we need to get rid of is this 0.1, so we'll divide both sides by 0.1. These will cancel out. And 600 divided by 0.1 is 6,000 is equal to x. So therefore, he must have made $6,000 worth of sales.